In my talk today, I will begin with describing elements of the skin microbiome, but most apply to Virome too. Later in my talk, I will shift to discussing skin virome specifically. Nowadays, it is practically impossible to develop new products without having a team of experts from various disciplines working in collaboration. As such, even large corporations require outside experts to contribute their knowledge and experience. The immeasurable advancements in research and development of assessment tools created plenty to tap into, to the extent that if no expertise is exercised, it may be readily lead to loss of focus. What type of bacteria reside on healthy skin as part of commensal population, and what are the transient bacteria that periodically appear on skin, but it is not their normal habitat? The bacteria noted to be residential to skin vary greatly between body parts, and those have been mapped and characterized years ago by the NIH. We daily come in contact with the transient bacteria from the environment, and healthy routine hygiene habits typically controls their spread and inhabitation on healthy intact skin. From the explanation on this slide, the division to bad and good should be used very carefully. It is not a dichotomy. This is since transient bacteria is not necessarily associated with disease, and resident species can become pathogenic. Resident bacteria become pathogenic under trauma, injury, and where the hosts become immunocompromised. Skin biota, skin integrity, and the immune system work coherently to control cutaneous functions and prevent disease. Similar to the skin microbiome, the skin virome demonstrates high diversity of the viral cutaneous population on normal appearing skin with various resident species. They can also be found in animals, birds, pigs, and dogs. In immunocompetent hosts, most viruses remain latent after primary infection. So what makes bacteria pathogenic? There are four key elements. Numbers of bacteria count. Bacteria count is an indicator for hygiene, and various limits exist in our industry as guidance for what count is considered acceptable or not. Virulence, the second aspect, is the ability of the biota to cause damage. This ability is not only an innate property of the organism, but can also be dependent on the weakness or strength of the host. The ability of the organism to penetrate barrier is another key aspect. This entails both innate properties such as size, composition, and structure, its ability to mix with body secretions, as well as its biological abilities to secrete and activate catabolic enzymes that will destroy the barrier and breach it. Finally, the ability to communicate and live in harmony with other species in the environment. Microorganisms live in supporting communities. They will, for example, transfer plasmids of DNA amongst them to allow adaptation to new conditions. Now for the skin virome. Generally speaking, there are four types of viruses. Commensal, that are non-pathogenic, commensal that become pathogenic, transient that may become pathogenic, or phages that are viruses that infect bacteria but not human cells and that may be beneficial. Unlike bacteria, viruses require living cells that they can invade into and be able to replicate.